Welcome to Saturday where my hair is crazy. Psh. So I have a bunch of cassette tapes. These are all like mixtapes from the 90s. But that's not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in today is recording my trip to Oregon. I drove to Oregon and I recorded myself with a mini cassette recorder the entire time. So we have, I don't know, like 14 tapes. So I'm gonna record those. I'm gonna turn them into digital files. Hopefully this thing still works. What is this? Apparently I mini cassette recorded a gossip show and it's right here. And Le Tigre. Alright. I'm on my way to go get my breakfast burrito and my coffee from Black Rock. And I really want to play Fortnite. It's 1 o'clock Saturday, and you guys are all like, okay, Rochelle and Vanessa are playing, and I think Dee will probably be on in a couple hours, but I'm getting really distracted by listening to these cassette tapes that I found, because I wanted to go through all of them. I have like about 10 or so, and I wanted to go through all of them, just sample them and like get an idea of like what they all are, so that I know what works and what doesn't, and like where to start with like recording what. So yeah, I spent like an hour or two just going through every tape and seeing what they all are. So things that are noteworthy are, I have two different trips to Oregon, and I've got a bunch of tapes of me singing and playing guitar when I was, I mean, these tapes have to be from when I was like 21, 22. I think that's the time period, so it would be 2001, 2002. And so it just really made me want to find more tapes or recordings of me and Dee being really young. So like when she was like 19 and I was 22. Because I found like a very small snippet of the two of us together talking. I think we were in a car going somewhere, and she's just screaming and swearing and like being angry, and then she goes into like screaming along to Kathleen Hanna in Julie Ruin, and she's got like the Cleveland accent going on, and it's just like, and she's talking about bathroom issues. And it's like, this is like almost 20 years ago at this point, and it's just like, there are certain things that just don't ever change. And she's doing like the wailing, and she's doing like that, whoa, yeah. Like, that's very strong in this tape. So it's really trippy to listen to like my younger self having like these deep thoughts or emotional thoughts on tape. I don't know why I was recording myself, but I did. And it's like, it feels extremely embarrassing, and I want to burn all the tapes, and like, you guys will never hear them. I mean, I might play like parts of them, because it was amazing. There's this one part where I think I'm like 22, and I'm just like, so I was like explaining a story on the tape, and I said, oh, I was just driving down the street and I saw this girl, and I was like, oh, she looks like a girl I went to high school with. And then I start to explain how it can't be the girl that I went to high school with, because this girl is very clearly 16, and me and the girl I went to high school with are not 16 anymore, so it's not her. And then I start talking about my feelings, and I'm like, do we ever stop feeling 16? Because I feel like I'm 16, all of my friends who are my age, and then all of my friends who are older than me all still feel 16. And then I'm like, it's really scary to think about, what if we never stop feeling like we're 16, and every adult that's walking around is just feeling like they're 16. And I was like, oh my god, 20 years later, completely true. You never stop feeling like you are 16. But today I would like to get some software installed onto my computer so that I can start recording. So it's going to be like a two birds with one stone situation, where I need to get something to record these cassettes into, but it's also going to be for me to eventually start recording my songs, like my guitar and vocals into. And then I can just play the tapes and just let them play and let the program record, and then I can go about doing my own stuff, like playing Fortnite. So, for Ketchum, why don't you have an Xbox One so that you can play with us? Fortnite is free. It's like me and Rochelle and Vanessa and Dee, and now Steve is playing, and Vanessa's brother we played with, but I think he doesn't like it, so he might not ever come back. There's just a lot of people playing because it is the most popular game, I think, in the world right now. I think it's pretty safe to say that. And it's also free, so that also helps. And 2 nights ago, they were supposed to have some maintenance on the servers, and they postponed it because Drake decided that he was going to play Fortnite and broadcast it with a very popular Twitch streamer, one of the most popular Twitch streamers. So the two of them together broke basically the world records for the most amount of viewers for Twitch. Drake and this dude playing. I think his name is Ninja. I don't know. He's very annoying to watch. Like, I've tried to watch him and he's very annoying. All the gamer bros are pretty annoying. But when he was playing with Drake, he seemed to, like, really tone down his personality a lot. Like, he was trying to be super chill, and it was like, you are not usually super chill. You are, like, a total dude bro who was, like, screaming and yelling ridiculously most of the rest of the time. It's just ridiculous. I can't watch most of these dudes play. So what I do on Twitch is I just scroll through until I find female gamers, and I just go to them because most of the time, not always, but most of the time, they are a completely different type of personality. They're very calm, they're chill, they're like talking about interesting things. Some of them are talking about like important issues, where the dudes are just screaming like they're 7-year-old boys. It's just like ridiculous. And look at what I have here. My interface for my computer. Plug in all my junk. I hope it's plug and play because I don't read directions too well. So I learned my own version. It is not the same, but it's a version that I can do. And you say... So I found me and Dee's vacation video from when she came to visit me in Portland in like 2010. I think it was the fall. And it's 3 hours of footage, and I'm going to be working on it to put it together over the next days or weeks. You know, I just watched like the first 10 minutes and I was like, oh my god, this is totally amazing. All I could say is she was trying to look like me. So she dressed like me in it, and she pretended to be me. Why hello you guys, it's Sunday, and it's been a very odd, different, interesting weekend, because I just scrapped all my errands. I was like, I don't want to do anything. And then I spent all day yesterday pretty much playing guitar and playing Fortnite, and so I learned how to play 2 Lisa Loeb songs, and I spent many hours playing just those 2 songs, which were Sandalwood and Stay. If you don't know Sandalwood, you should just go YouTube it right now. And then for whatever reason, I ended up digging out the video clips from when Dee visited me in Portland for the first time in 2010. And that was a crazy trip also, because I spent like, I don't know, 6-7 hours editing those videos together. There was a lot of footage. And I laughed more than I have laughed in years at this point, probably like in a couple of years. And it was just like, I don't know, I had tears. I was crying with laughter editing these videos. And you guys only have the edits. You don't even see like the full thing. You're not getting like the full picture. It's just like, whoa. So we need to get together and make some more videos, because the last couple times we got together, it was like, I know that I wasn't really in the mood to do any of that for various reasons, and I would like for us to get back on that for our next trip. So right now I'm editing the audio from a trip from 2012, which is really interesting because it's just audio. So I've been trying to figure out how to do that to make it interesting. So I think I'm gonna throw some vacation pictures over top of the audio so you have something to look at while you listen. But it's just been a really interesting, like, trip down memory lane, you know? And like, because I didn't know where these videos were, I had to do searching through 4 different hard drives. So I end up unintentionally finding all of these other like files, because here's the thing about me, is that I have been recording and documenting my life since I was 5 years old. Like, I actually have a cassette tape of myself when I was 5, and I got my first recorder, and I'm walking around the house recording myself and like trying to make everybody else, you know, talk. So it's been like a thing. And then when I was 16, I got a camcorder. It was 1996, so I was using VHS. And ever since then, I have had a way to record my life and document it. So that's a thing that I just always do. So the point is that I unintentionally went through all these different periods of time in my life. So I'm like super nostalgia, super remembering all these things I had not thought of in a long time. And yeah, I mean, it's really fun. It's been a very fun experience. How many of you sit here and you're just like trying to fix your hair when you press record? And I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna have high hair right now. Welcome to Wednesday, where it is werewolf day. I am transforming into a werewolf as we speak. Be taking some pills. Caught off work. I've been laying in bed for 3 hours in semi-pain. Like, am I gonna turn? Am I not gonna turn? What's going on here? So I get completely dressed for work. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going in. I'm not transforming right now. Put on my shoes and my coat and everything. Get everything situated. And then I do a last check. And I'm like, all right, it's here. Aunt Flo has finally come right as I'm walking out the door. About to walk out the door. I was not like checking in the doorway on the way outside to see what was going on there. So I was like, I'm not coming in. And now I've run upstairs, put on my pajamas, got into bed. And I will be laying in the darkness, taking pills, and doing what I can to feel good. One thing that I am excited about is that we have the walking app installed so that we can all see each other's steps. And so it feels interesting to see like what everybody's daily patterns are. Like, Dee is definitely going to be the master, of course, because she's walking around all day. She's got that walking thing down. I've been doing my thing, which is trying to do a mix of walking and a mix of using my exercise bike over there, which has the coats back on it, because I need a coat holder. That's a really good coat holder. So I have to move all the coats every time I want to use it. Yeah, so we've been doing the walking for 1 week now, the walking app for a week. And I have exercised 5 days out of 7, which is a really good start. I just need to keep it up for several months. I remember the last time I was exercising, after about, I think it was maybe 4 months, I was able to, because our laundry room was not in the apartment, so you had to like go across the parking lot outside to another building, and you had to go up and down several flights of stairs. So I would go down and like get all of my laundry, and I would like put it on my back and have like this huge bag of laundry like weighing me down that was so heavy. And then I would basically like fast walk across the parking lot and then just run up all of the stairs and not even like break a sweat or like get out of breath in any way. I was like, man, this is working. I'm not losing my breath at all going up all these stairs with a giant sack on my back. So let's get back to that point. I still read the Subnautica subreddit because I love Subnautica even though I'm not playing it. And I keep feeling more and more like I want to play it again because I really haven't picked it up since that time we were like all obsessed with it. I just want to say that for me, Subnautica is going to go down as one of the best games that I've ever played in my life. It's like, for me, it's that good. It was such a good experience. Such an amazing, unique experience. But it's not so much about like feeling like you have to beat it as just like exploring everything. What's up? It's Friday. I'm heading into work late because I still have cramps. It's been a rough couple of days where I called off because of cramps. And it was very odd because usually my first day is the day that's the worst for my entire life, okay? And then by day 2, it's like I can function again. But that didn't happen this time. It was reversed. So like day 1 was actually, like I called off because I was like, it's gonna suck. It always sucks. It's been sucking for 20 years. So I call off, and then it was actually pretty mild. And by the end of the day, I was like, that was a weird first day. I'm usually in so much pain, and that didn't really happen. So day 2 comes, and I wake up, and I'm like, all right, here's all the pain that I usually get on day 1 happening on day 2. So I called off. I was like, I can't do this. I can't. So here we are now, day 3, and I'm having more cramps, but not bad enough to keep me in bed or anything. I took some medicine. Hopefully it kicks in soon here. It's raining. It's freezing cold. Last night we had some hail, maybe some snow all over the ground. And I can't wait to get home. I'll probably just be working tomorrow to make up some days. So lastly, I just saw an email from my boss that said, because of the people that we have lost, that I've been complaining about this to you guys, and he went on vacation for like 3 weeks, like right as we lost all these people, he went on vacation for 3 weeks. And it was planned. He didn't just like leave, like he had a planned vacation. And then all of that happens. And so he said that as like an incentive to us all, if we work a full day, he's going to give us $20 of a bonus for each day. So, by the time you get your paycheck, that's going to be like $200, a little bit over, because we get paid twice a month. So you're going to get like a $200 and some bonus every month if you're working full days. And I got like really excited about that. And now but then I also got a bunch of cramps, and I was like, well, I can't get there today on time because I have cramps and I'm sitting here in pain. And he said he's also going to give us a summer bonus.
I like to be like this, when they play these songs and I want to dance. I want to take my clothes off and dance around the club in a song, dancing to the music, just like that. I like it.